Ever pondered why societies function the way they operate, or how social norms, values, and structures evolve over time? The answer lies in the heart of sociological, the lenses through which we can decipher the world around us. In the early 19th century, the seeds of modern sociological thought were sown by three trailblazers: Karl Marx, Emil Durkheim, and Max Weber. Marx, a philosopher and economist, introduced the concept of conflict theory. He emphasized how societal structures are shaped by economic forces and class struggle. Can see this transformation with the onset of industrialization and urbanization. The rise of the factory system, for example, gave birth to a new industrial proletariat, drastically altering the social structure and class dynamics. This perspective continues to influence how we address social inequality today. Durkheim, on the other hand, was a proponent of functionalism. He argued that each element of society, no matter how seemingly insignificant, serves a purpose. As cities burgeoned, for example, they grew into centers of commerce and culture, which in turn shaped the economic system and cultural norms. Like a well-oiled machine, every part contributes to the overall functioning and stability of society. Who took a slightly different approach? He emphasized the importance of understanding society from an individual's perspective, a concept known as Verstehen. This idea laid the groundwork for symbolic interactionism, a theory that focuses use symbols and shared meanings to understand and navigate their social world. As urbanization progressed, new symbols and shared meanings such as urban culture and lifestyle emerged to help individuals navigate the complexities of city life. Have you ever wondered how the world around you operates with such intricate coordination? How every small element, from the traffic lights at the street corner to the global economic policies, seems to have a role in the grand design of society? The theory of structural functionalism provides a fascinating perspective on this. Functionalism, conceived by Emil Durkheim, views society as an intertwined network, a complex system where every component, no matter how minute, plays a crucial role. Like a jigsaw puzzle, every piece fits together perfectly to create a coherent picture, a stable society. Imagine society as a human body. Each organ, each cell, has a specific function that contributes to the overall health and well-being of the body. Similarly, in society, every institution, be it family, education, religion, or government, has a distinct role. Together, they maintain the stability of society and ensure its smooth functioning. For instance, the family unit socializes children, instilling in them the societal norms and values. The education system, on the other hand, equips individuals with knowledge and skills, preparing them for their future roles in society. The government establishes laws and order, ensuring the rights and safety of its citizens. Every institution serves a purpose, contributing to the overall stability and equilibrium of society. This perspective emphasizes harmony and interdependence. It underscores how our individual actions are part of a larger interconnected network, a web of social relationships and structures that shape our world. However, structural functionalism isn't without its criticisms. Critics argue that it overlooks social inequality and conflict, focusing too much on stability and consensus. Nevertheless, it provides a unique lens through which we can examine society, offering us the tools to question, analyze, and interpret the social world, enhancing our understanding of the complexities of modern life. As we delve deeper into the world of sociological theories, let's keep in mind this perspective of interconnectedness and stability and see how it contrasts with other theories we will explore. From the harmonious and interconnected worldview of structural functionalism, we now pivot to a contrasting perspective that sheds light on the inherent conflicts and power struggles within society, the conflict theory. Conceived by Karl Marx, conflict theory asserts that society is not a unified whole, but a battleground for resources. This theory posits that social order is maintained not by shared values or interdependence, but by dominant groups wielding power to suppress the less powerful. Society as a pie. Everyone wants a piece, but the size of the slice one gets depends on their power and position in society. With more power get a larger share, while those with less power must make do with the leftovers. Unequal distribution of resources leads to inevitable conflicts as groups and individuals strive to improve their circumstances, often at the expense of others. Theory emphasizes the role of coercion and power in producing social order. It argues that the rich and powerful impose their norms and values on society, perpetuating systems that benefit them at the expense of the less fortunate. This perspective underscores the stark social inequalities and injustices that structural functionalism often overlooks. Instance, let's take education, seen by structural functionalism as a tool for equipping individuals with knowledge and skills. Conflict theory, however, views education as a means for the wealthy to maintain their privileged positions by limiting access to quality education for the less privileged. This perspective brings to light the inherent inequalities within societal structures, challenging us to question and critique the status quo. As we delve deeper into sociological theories, let's consider this perspective of conflict and power struggles. It provides a unique lens through which we can examine society, offering us the tools to question, analyze, and interpret the social world, thus enhancing our understanding of the complexities of modern life. However, like structural functionalism, it is not without its criticisms. From the grand conflict of societal classes, we now steer our exploration to the realm of the individual and the subtle nuances of everyday social interactions. Enter symbolic interactionism, a theory that underscores the importance of symbols and shared meanings in shaping our social interactions. Pioneered by George Herbert Mead and further developed by his student Herbert Blumer, symbolic interactionism posits that society is a complex web of countless interactions, each laden with symbolic meanings that guide our behaviors and shape our understanding of the world. Consider a simple handshake, a universally recognized symbol of greeting or agreement. But imagine you're in a different culture where handshakes are not customary, or perhaps in a time of global pandemic where physical contact is discouraged. The meaning of the handshake changes, and so does our interaction. This is the essence of symbolic interactionism. It's not just about the symbols themselves, but how we interpret them and how they guide our interactions. Interactionism also emphasizes the role of the individual in shaping society. Unlike structural functionalism and conflict theory, which view society as a whole, symbolic interactionism focuses on the individual's agency. It argues that through our interactions and interpretations of symbols, we as individuals play a crucial role in constructing our social world. This theory provides a unique lens through which we can examine society, offering us the tools to question, analyze, and interpret the social world, enhancing our understanding of the complexities of modern life. As we delve deeper into sociological theories, let's keep in mind this perspective of individual interactions and symbolic meanings. It's a reminder that even in the grand scheme of societal structures, the individual and the seemingly mundane everyday interactions play a pivotal role. As we explore the sociological thought realm, one book stands out as a comprehensive guide for understanding modern sociological theories. Modern Sociological Theory, An Introduction, by M. Francis Abraham. This book covers a spectrum of theories that shed light on the complex and nuanced nature of society. Off, we delve into structural functionalism, a theory that views society as an intertwined network where every element, no matter how small, has a role to play. This perspective emphasizes society's stability and the interdependence of its parts. Next, we explore conflict theory, which holds that society is characterized by conflicts arising from the unequal distribution of resources. This theory focuses on power dynamics and class struggles, often highlighting social inequality. We have symbolic interactionism, a theory that underscores the importance of symbols and shared meanings in shaping our social interactions. This perspective focuses on understanding society from an individual's viewpoint. The book also examines feminist theory, a perspective that highlights the role of gender in shaping social structures and experiences. It questions the societal norms and power structures that have perpetuated gender inequality. Postmodernism, another important theory, questions the grand narratives and universal truths asserted by earlier theories. It asserts that multiple, often conflicting perspectives exist within society, each with its own version of truth. Theory, which emphasizes the role of culture and ideology in perpetuating social inequality, is also covered in the book. It calls for a critical examination of societal structures to unearth and challenge the power dynamics at play. The book also delves into globalization theory, examining how global economic, political, and cultural processes shape societies and individuals' lives. This perspective is particularly relevant in our increasingly interconnected world. We come to post-colonial theory, which scrutinizes the impacts of Western imperialism on societies. It focuses on the lingering effects of colonialism and the power dynamics it has engendered. Each of these theories provides a unique lens through which we can examine society. They offer us the tools to question, analyze, and interpret the social world, enhancing our understanding of the complexities of modern life. As we weave our way through these theories, we'll gain a deeper understanding of the world we inhabit and the social structures that shape it. As society evolved, so did sociological theories. The 20th century saw new perspectives emerge. Feminist theory grew, illuminating the part gender plays in creating social structures and experiences. Meanwhile, post-colonial theory examined the effects of Western imperialism on societies, and postmodernism scrutinized the grand narratives and absolute truths posited by earlier theories. Take, for instance, the issue of social class disparities and income inequality. These are real-world manifestations that theories like conflict theory, proposed by Marx, seek to explain. The division of resources, wealth, and power in a society doesn't occur evenly, often leading to class struggles. Alternatively, consider access to education and healthcare. A sociological lens, like the structural functionalism perspective championed by Durkheim, would analyze how these institutions maintain social stability, but can also perpetuate inequality. The quality of education and healthcare one can access often depends on their social status, thus creating a cycle where those in lower social classes are disadvantaged, perpetuating the cycle of poverty. In the 21st century, the onset of globalization introduced new problems and thought processes. Theories of globalization dove into how global economic, political, and cultural procedures mold societies and individuals' lives. Digital technology, too, has ignited new discussions in sociological theory. Look at the digital divide, for instance. This inequality in access to and the internet, often along lines of income and social class, further highlights disparities within society. In essence, modern sociological theories offer us a kaleidoscope of views, each providing unique insights into the intricate fabric of society. From classical theories by Marx, Durkheim, and Weber, to contemporary perspectives as feminism, postmodernism, and theories of globalization, these ideas sculpt how we perceive and navigate our ever-changing world. To wrap up, understanding modern sociological theories is like finding a key that unlocks a door to a profound understanding of society. They arm us with the tools to question, analyze, and interpret the social world, fostering a more sophisticated understanding of the complexities of modern life. Diving into Modern Sociological Theory, an Introduction, by M. Francis Abraham, we stumble upon a goldmine of knowledge pertaining to sociological thought. The book wonderfully captures the myriad perspectives from which society can be examined. It establishes that society can be comprehensively analyzed through numerous viewpoints, each offering a distinctive viewpoint. This comprehensive guide takes a deep dive into the historical backdrop of sociological theories, demonstrating how these theories did not spontaneously appear, but progressively evolved in response to socio-political and economic shifts. It provides a historical lens to appreciate why certain theories surfaced when they did, and how they have been sculpted by the societal metamorphosis of their times. And it's not just an observational read, it's an actionable one. Abraham's work encourages readers to critically assess sociological theories, contemplating their strengths, weaknesses, and applicability to diverse social contexts. It prompts us to question, scrutinize, and to avoid accepting theories without thorough examination. This book also illuminates how sociological theory aids understanding contemporary social issues and transformations, especially racial and ethnic dynamics, systemic racism, and discrimination. By providing examples, it explicates how these theories aid us in comprehending phenomena like ethnic conflict. For instance, the chapter on race and racism delves into the systemic oppression ethnic, shedding light on the origins and perpetuation of these conflicts. Furthermore, the book also highlights the formation of racial and ethnic identities and solidarity movements, such as the civil rights movement in the United States or the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa. These examples primarily serve to illustrate how sociological theories can be effective tools in making sense like globalization, inequality, and social movements. In conclusion, modern sociological theory and introduction is more than an academic resource. It's an expedition into the intricate maze of society, aiding us in appreciating its complexity and the significance of sociological theory in navigating. Launching into our next segment, we delve into the significance of modern sociological theory, an introduction by M. Francis Abraham in today's society, with a special emphasis on gender roles, stereotypes, and inequalities. This book, with its profound relevance, imparts readers with a comprehensive comprehension of contemporary sociological perspectives and their application in challenging societal norms. A notable aspect it explores is the construct of gender roles and societal expectations, providing us with a theoretical framework to dissect and interpret such societal phenomena. Doing this, it provides us a lens to comprehend and challenge stereotypical gender roles. Moreover, the book elucidates on societal inequalities, focusing on issues such as gender disparity. It empowers us to critically evaluate these issues and formulate solutions based on sound theoretical foundations. The book also sheds light on LGBTQ+ rights movements and the challenges these communities face in the heteronormative society. By examining these facets through the lens of sociological theories, readers are encouraged to question established norms and power structures, thereby fostering a deeper understanding of societal dynamics. In addition to understanding and challenging conventional gender norms and inequalities, the book promotes social change. It inspires us to advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and actively engage in dismantling heteronormativity. By providing us with tools to critically scrutinize societal norms and structures, the book empowers us to contribute building a more inclusive and equitable society. Lastly, the book intertwines sociological theory with other fields like psychology, anthropology, economics, and political science, enriching our understanding of complex social phenomena such as gender roles and LGBTQ+ rights. To sum up, modern sociological theory, an introduction, is not merely a book. It's a guide to understanding and addressing the intricacies of gender roles, stereotypes, and inequalities, as well as the challenges and achievements of LGBTQ+ rights movements. It's a roadmap to understanding and navigating the labyrinth of modern society, engaging with the complexities of gender and sexuality in today's world. Transitioning to the next part of our discussion, we probe into how modern sociological theory, an introduction by M. Francis Abraham, applies to Nepal's socio-economic landscape influenced by globalization, international trade, and cultural exchange. The book holds an untapped potential to enlighten Nepali readers about their society's intricacies, notably the transnational forces reshaping local communities and economies. For instance, the country is witnessing substantial social transformations, some of which can be directly linked to globalization, urbanization, and international migration. The book can help Nepali readers understand how globalization influences these changes, redefining markets, migration patterns, and cultural practices. Nepal, like many countries, is grappling with challenges related to economic inequality, poverty, gender, and caste discrimination. Here, the book's sociological theories can provide analytical tools to understand these issues within a globalized context, where international economic forces often exacerbate local inequalities and shape strategies for social justice and empowerment. Nepal, with its cultural diversity, home to a myriad of ethnic groups, languages, and traditions, serves as a prime example of how globalization, through international cultural exchange, impacts local cultures and identities. The book's sociological theories on culture, identity, and globalization can enable Nepali readers to navigate these complexities, fostering a nuanced understanding of how global and local cultural dynamics interact. As Nepal pushes for development and modernization, this book can illuminate the social impacts of global development initiatives, urbanization, and the adoption of international technological advancements. The book also stands as a valuable resource for students, researchers, and educators in Nepali universities, elucidating the interplay between global forces and local realities through the lens of sociological theory. To sum up, even if the book doesn't directly focus on Nepali society, its concepts, frameworks, and critical perspectives can be highly relevant and beneficial for individuals grappling with the interplay between the global and local in Nepal. This exploration of modern sociological theory, an introduction in the context of Nepal, highlights the adaptability and universality of sociological theories in understanding global local dynamics. Now let's cast a critical eye on Modern Sociological Theory, an introduction by M. Francis Abraham. It offers an exhaustive guide to sociological thought, but it must be considered with potential criticisms. Firstly, the breadth and depth of this book can be a double-edged sword. It does provide a sweeping overview of sociological theories, but this runs the risk of covering a lot without sufficient focus, or possibly narrowly focusing on specific theories while ignoring others. For instance, it could provide examples of social movements and collective action, like the civil rights movements, environmental activism, labor movements, and feminist movements, but it might do so without going into much detail, or only focusing on a few selected movements. This is a potential risk with any comprehensive overview. Secondly, there's the issue of Western bias. The book could lean heavily on Western sociological theories, potentially overlooking non-Western perspectives. For example, it might concentrate mainly on Western civil rights movements, while not giving enough attention to similar movements in non-Western societies. Third, let's touch upon complexity and accessibility. The book might struggle to simplify or illuminate key sociological concepts, making it less approachable to new readers or those who aren't familiar with academic jargon. Next, updating and relevance play a vital role. The book might fail to keep up with the latest developments in sociology or address current hot-button issues. For instance, it might not update its exploration of environmental activism or labor movements to reflect the latest trends and challenges in these areas. Lastly, it's critical to engage with criticism. The book might not adequately engage with criticisms or offer alternative perspectives within sociological theory. A thorough exploration of sociological thought should include a dialogue with its critics. However, remember that these criticisms might not accurately reflect the actual content or quality of Abraham's book. Every book has its strengths and weaknesses, and criticisms should be seen in the broader context of the book's contributions and intended readership. In the end, the worth of modern sociological theory, an introduction, like any book, lies in its power to provoke thought, stir debate, and contribute to our understanding of the world around us.